hard work you put in. But when it comes time to battle, you must think about each and every day that you put that hard work in.
What happened? Why don't you play anymore?
Brian Banks was 16 years old when he was accused of a crime he did not commit.
Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the channel. It's People's Channel. I know it's my channel. It's the People's Channel. Underrated Dark is yours truly, the #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. Better believe that. I'm the business. Believe that. Be putting it down a long time. All right? Hey, thanks for coming, sis. Please stay. Please stay. Please stay. Congratulations, your consistency. You winning, sister. You winning. I am so appreciative being part of it and everything. We gotta talk because you'll see us soon. But welcome. Thank you so much, as always. Let me get these announcements out the way. Again, thanks, sister, for always, man. The sister right there. Read that. To my underrated one family, the ones that roll with me throughout the years, still rolling with me, long ones along the way. Thank y'all so much. The real ones. And then some that y'all think you're part of the family, I'm throwing you out. I'm saying right now. Anytime, my pleasure. Throwing you out. Because y'all ain't stinging the truth. Y'all be saying your family, but be talking behind my back. I know. I have my ways talking. All right? My ways finding out. Y'all hear more about that in the near future. But we're gonna take care of some serious things tonight. Brother Clarence McLean, his wife, Tiffany. No Ducks on Podcast family. Salute to y'all. Keep up the excellent work that y'all do. Keep on with the keep on. Shout out to the one and only. Hold on for 1 second. See something. Oh, okay. LDBC. That stands for Lions Den Box Community, also basketball community. Shout out to the general, Brother 7A Sports TV. Shout out to you and the brothers. I've been part of the family for a long time, for years now. Still rolling with them. So shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to the brothers and sisters LDBC. You know, I'm going to wait. I'm going to put the link in the chat in a few seconds, a few minutes, few seconds, right? Y'all see the title. Us as Africans to sit in this world, no respect. I will say, I'm going to tell you what I witnessed, but not yet. I want to wait to see some more people come in. And I'm going to put the link in the chat so y'all can come up and we're going to talk about it. Because I want to be in discussion. I can do myself live, tell you what happened, and boom, boom, 30, 40 minutes, I'm out. I was going to do it, but I said, nah. Miss Mashona Knight, what's good? Sister, how you doing? Thanks for coming. I want to wait for some more people to come in. If y'all can hear me, press 1. Both women in here. There you go, my brother. I'm going to put the link in the chat. We're going to have this conversation. So I want brothers and sisters to come up. I don't want to be here. Oh, it's what the brothers think. It's about the men or it's about the women. No, I want brothers and sisters to come up. And now y'all in the chat, y'all my witness. Did I say I want brothers and sisters to come up? All right. I want you to hold that material, Marshall. I'm gonna let you know when to come. He came up anyway. What's going on, bro?
Oh man, I must have missed time when you said you didn't want me to come up.
No, it's good. No, it's good. You stay right there. I just stay right there because I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna see gonna be some more people gonna come. If not, I'm gonna tell what I've seen today, what I've been through, and then we gonna go into that. Let people know. Stick to the topic. I ain't talking about Juvenile. I'm saying other people. Stick to the topic because I'm gonna be looking at the chat too. I ain't talking about y'all in the chat, but I'm talking about the ones that come in a few minutes. Stick to the topic. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. I was able to get a few things done. I'm gonna have to hit up T Price tomorrow. He was supposed to do a stream this morning, but he probably got called into work. But you know, T Price, you already know how I feel about that young man.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was kind of surprising.
Yeah. Me and T Price go back 10 plus years.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. So when he said, yes, big bro right there, then people like, how ain't big bro? That's big bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know maybe I'm not like Ticket like that. Ticket knows me too.
Ticket knows me as well. You know, Ticket knows me as well. Ticket was
yeah.
If it wasn't for Ticket, I don't think I'd have been on any streams. He actually allowed me a few times to keep his channel afloat while he did other things doing the the Diddy trial and everything. So
That's
shout out
good.
to Ticket, shout out to Sports T, shout out to Man Down, all these individuals.
Yeah, I don't know really like that, but Ticket knows me. Ticket shot me out when he said, "Yo, go for yo." That's what people say. Who's underrated? One time, he's who underrated? Yo, what? Yo, now you're not gonna diss me underrated like that. And I remember T Price and now you ain't gonna diss my big bro like that. He put
Yeah,
in
I
work
was on
for a
many
long time,
streams. I was on
huh?
many streams when he shouted out underrated sports channel. Yeah, so and that was like when I first started listening to Ticket. So yeah, he will if he mess with you, he will definitely shout you out. If he don't mess with you, he'll
Uh,
stay silent.
Yeah, one time like they said, who's underrated?" They said, whoa. He said, hold up. I said, "Ticket, no, I got this." Yo, he part of LABC, yo. He one of the few see us what we doing. He part of that, first group. And I never forget, it was one LVZ and brother 7H. Who you mean? What happened? They trying to diss our man, our brother underrated. What? I know they ain't just underrated, yo. I said, but I said I could take him from a no, you sit back, dog. Now I know you ain't just underrated like that. Yeah, I know you stupid. It's gonna take it to y'all. Take like, we ain't gonna have that. No. Now that man put in work. Yeah. Acting like I ain't know me. Yeah, I said that's what I'm saying, people. Don't let that word underrated sleep now. I put in work. I'm a vet in this game. I'm putting work for a long time. Better recognize y'all. Yeah. Somebody had to let me know. Shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta toot your own horn a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I just let my work speak for itself. Yeah. Play me like that. Right? But I know people in the chat that want me to talk about. I'm not ready yet. I want to wait for see some more people to come in. Because I want to be fair. Because when I talk about, I don't want to go, "Oh, what happened?" I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to have to be repeating yourself when you don't
No,
have to.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing that tonight. I'm not doing it tonight and everything. So that's what we waiting about. So we're gonna talk about different stuff until I feel like really talk about it. Well, I'll tell you already, brother. I told the brother already because I called them and everything, so he knows and everything. But that's why I put the picture. That's what I'm saying. Like I put the title. I'm trying to find a good picture, right? A lady's picture. And I couldn't do that. So when y'all see that Marsh and Selma, that's back in 65, I want people to understand. You see, not just men walking, but it's women march, right? See, y'all can,
Absolutely.
that's all I'm gonna say for now. That's all I'm gonna say for now. I want you to see that. I understand the times right then, the times now, and you get like this. You know what I'm saying? Oh yes, Sister Wise. When you hear the story, it's gonna piss you off. Miss Michelle tonight, it's gonna piss you off. Oh yeah, it's gonna piss you off. Oh, I know that for a fact. Cause when I told a brother about it, tell the truth, brother. You felt a certain way. You were pissed off, right? Tell the truth.
I was very upset and angry.
Yeah.
But I wasn't shocked.
I was shocked. But I was. But Miss Hayes, you ain't right. You trying to get me to say. I'm not gonna say.
Oh, I'm not trying to get you to say it.
No, you slick. I just messing with you. I just messing with you.
I know once
I
you
just
get
messing.
started, you ain't gonna stop though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be. That's what I'm saying. I want to be fair. You hear what I'm saying? I want to be fair. I want to see some more people to come in. I do. Oh, thank you, Sister White. She said, "I love the title. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Thank you." Now, just people in space don't respect that. Some people in the manosphere don't respect what I do. They even like what we do. Like, yeah, they numb the bullshit. Yeah, they are. But I ain't under nothing. But I would say this though. I don't have no problem to call our people out. I can't even say the other part. Y'all gotta wait. Y'all gotta wait to hear the other part. That's all I'm saying. When they tell you call people out, yeah, I call people out. I hold me accountable too. That's all I always say. The only way we're gonna solve our problems have to be the black man, the black woman. Has to be. Can't be no outsiders. Can't. Sorry. Puerto Rican, sorry. Chinese. No, I ain't say sorry. No, I ain't gonna say sorry. Can't. You can't. Nope, you can't. We got to solve our own problem. Nope. I can't even say that part either because I gotta wait. But in the chat, y'all can talk among yourselves about the title, until we get very. I just want to we're gonna give it like another, let me see, 11:09 to 11:12. We're gonna get up it, right? And there's nobody come at that time. That's when I'm gonna tell the story. That sound reasonable, right, brother?
Yeah. Yeah, we want to be fair. We want everybody to engage in the conversation. It's going to be honest and it's going to be fair. And
yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna do one thing better. I'm gonna give 4 more minutes. Why? I'm still 1 more minute, 4 more minutes. That should be enough time, people, because it's in public, right?
Yep.
It's in public now, right? So there's no excuse, right? The algorithm should be working, right? Am I correct, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Am I correct in the chat? Am I correct? We're gonna give a good 4 more minutes. We're gonna give out 4 more minutes. But y'all can tell myself AM1, what's good? I want y'all to go check out AM1. It was a very powerful chop up with my brother AM1. Part 2 is very, very soon. Go to his channel. Great. Let me say this. Oh, yeah, and brother, we gotta talk, do a chopper with you too. We gotta talk. So, but brother AM1, I want you to go and check it out. They talking about in the manosphere that I don't even say about this manosphere because there are some I do get along. There's some I do get along. I'm cool with, but I'm not even part of it. But that's the brother. When he told me to make change, he make change. He do. All I'm saying, go to my channel, look him up, yo. It was powerful. It was powerful. Two black men willing to build together. Oh, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. Yeah, no. We prove it all the time. Me and the brother right here, we're proving it. But I understand some of your black men, right? When you're talking about experience and stuff, lifting black men, you got to be a suit and a tie. You got to be built. You got to be no. We all types of black men. Why it's got to be somebody got to be, oh, I'm down with this. Oh, black man, you need to do this. No. And one is a black man. You a black man. I'm white. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be this. I'm tired of seeing that. I really am. I'm really sick and tired of seeing that. There's no other black man that making contributions. That's what you're saying? You gotta have money to make contributions? Come on, man. Get out of here with that. So when a person who doesn't work on disability, right? They don't make contributions? Brother work 9 to 5. They don't make contributions? Brother Steph was right. Who don't wear a suit or tie? Or maybe he just had Irish body, right? You don't make contributions? That's gonna be talking about the man's talk. I'm giving you a preview. And that pissed me off too. Right? 11-14. I'm just 11-14, right?
11-14.
There you go. Okay.
Well,
Welcome
it's
to my
10-14
channel.
where I'm at.
Yeah, right, exactly. Okay. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, #1 grinder, one of the best case secrets on social media. The title is Us as African Descent in This World, No Respect, Open Panel. I put the link in it. Please stick to the topic. I'm warning y'all, please stick to the topic. I mean, before I continue, listen, we're not gonna go in. What about us as a people? We could do what we contribute to this. No, stick to the topic. I mean it. Stick to the topic. Again, I don't want to hear it's our fault. I don't want to hear, oh, we don't see this. I don't want to hear none of that tonight. Please respect what I'm talking about. Respect this channel. Respect the Underrated One family. Respect that. One, but you know what? You don't get what I get it. All right. I witnessed not just the first time. I was taking care of some business today. It was up some Hispanic and talking about that. I'll probably talk about it not talk about. Well, we're gonna get to the right. So with his brother, older brother, I think he was he was a veteran, right? One leg, right? So he said, you need me to open the door for you? I said, yeah, open the door. It was locked. It was this, I don't know, he was Chinese or Japanese. I said that he had a barber. And you unlocked the door. Now you never know any barber that had the door locked. Let's say that. I never knew that if they lock the door, that means they clean up or they had some business or stuff like that. But usually the door be open. He came out, talking about the Chinese, Japanese, wherever he is. He point the sign, we don't cut beard. Now he did have it up there. But he was a veteran, right? Now, I want people to understand what I'm saying. Us as African descent we don't get no respect. Not in this USA, but around the world. We built the world. So get back to the story. I want people to understand my passion and my anger. It's not disappointing, but my anger. That some of us as a people, we don't want to talk about this. Of my anger. We always bring up, oh, what about us as a people? I don't want to hear the bullshit tonight. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Get back to the story, right? He looked at the black man and slammed the door and locked it. I said, how fucking dare you do that? Now, the man said, could you help me go to the other place? I couldn't do it because I was taking care of business. That his curve for me. We still don't get no respect in this world. Now, I put the picture up there in summer back in 65. I want people to understand that was not too long ago. That's like 60 years ago. But let's go back further than that. We had proven ourselves. We had to do everything to build this world. I know people say, oh, you talk about the men. The women, I don't want to hear that shit either. Because you see the women in there. You see the men and women on it. I am the A1. You have a different perspective. I respect you as a black man. But as for me, we should know better. I'm seeing it. I'm going on 60. I understand what you're saying, but this how I am. I am not changing for nobody. You know, so I gotta say this. I want to be around people that still don't respect you. Why we letting other people don't look like us come in our communities and disrespect us and making money that will help build this in this world? And I know there's gonna be some people say, "Why are you bringing it up and stuff?" I had to bring it up because as a man to man, I cannot turn my head like that. I'm not built that way. I'm not. So, all due respect, but A1, that's me. I get what you're saying, but I got. And then I know his own way. Is happening already. You're right. But see, it keep on happening, and we don't say nothing about what we're gonna do, right? So when I seen that, it hits a chord to me because it's not the first time it happened. It's not the guys I seen it when I was very little. I said, Dad, you know what I'm saying? People talking about this America. What America? We're not being disrespected. Victimhood. I get what you're saying, but understand what I'm saying. Brother, I want you to understand what I'm saying. We cannot forget how people still treating us. We cannot forget about that. I know what you're saying, but understand what I'm saying. Because I'm sticking to this. And these are the same people that go to church, that believe in God. These are the people talking about, yeah, I believe in this and that, but we still get treated like second-class citizens. But we the one pushing the wagon, like my late father said, we the one pushing the wagon for justice. We the one pushing the wagon for humanity. I'm saying like this. Let's talk about everything. We cannot pick and choose. We can't. That's our problem too, us as a people. We want to pick and choose. I'm not pick and choose. When I see it today, it hits home with me. Like, how fucking dare you? Lock the door? You close the door of being a barber? That's not the first time it happened, don't get me wrong. So I want to have a discussion about it. I want to have a discussion about it. And if some of you don't like it, you can leave. But we're going to have a discussion about this. Because this has been happening time after time after time again. And it's still, again, some of us as a people do not want to deal with it. You got to deal with it. You cannot pick and choose to deal with certain issues. Then all of a sudden, with certain things, you want to go forward. We ain't doing that. Let's talk about all of it. I get what you're saying, but understand you. But all due respect, brother A1, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't turn my head. You know, she dig it. What's good? I'm not. Yo, listen. I don't turn my head. I wasn't raised that way. I'll be first one to say wherever our people do wrong, I say, yo, this is we doing wrong and stuff. Yeah, and that's easy to do. Trust and believe. That is easy to do. But I believe that we hold us accountable, we'll hold you accountable too. Call me wherever you want. But hey, that is the core of me today. I'm a human being. I'm a black man, yes. And I love our people, yes. But at the end of the day, I'm a human being. So I'm operating as a human being. If you don't respect that, y'all can leave. If y'all listen to me and y'all coming in, y'all can stay the hell where you're at. I'm a human being. So I'm operating as a human being. I operate what God had installed through my late parents. Y'all cannot take that away from me or others. You can't do that. I'm not. Brother, you can go speak.
Well, I think the biggest issue here is not having any type of empathy. Um, I understand everything that you're saying. If I would have saw that happen, my blood would probably be boiled too. Because it seems like as a black community, we need to start doing things like voting with our feet and stop voting with, you know, the what seems to be what everybody else is doing. If somebody is in your community and you're spending money there and they treat you with disrespect, stop going. Be willing to leave that establishment, be willing to let that establishment dry up, and then eventually it will leave. Now, we do have a responsibility to each other. We got to put
Right.
establishments that wants to work in our neighborhoods, but also there's the fine line. Do we treat those black establishments with the respect when they're there? Do we make sure they stay in business, or do we rob? Do we loiter? Do you know break into those things? One of the things here in the Midwest that's happening, and I think it's happening a lot up in the East as well. So I don't want to say it's just a Midwest thing. It seems to be the whole country thing where there's a lot of grocery stores, there's a lot of Walgreens, and even last year was a lot of Walmarts closing down because of theft, because of you know um, certain people in the community thinking they can treat these establishments with disrespect. So then they move out the neighborhood, and then guess what happens? Everybody suffers in the neighborhood, including those law abiding, including those who didn't do anything wrong, but everybody suffers because of certain people's decisions. If we're going to build our community up, it starts not with us, it starts with me, meaning I take it personally. I teach my children to have respect. I carry myself with respect. I know what I'm willing to tolerate and not willing to choose violence, but we're willing to choose, okay, you don't want to serve me, you don't want my money, I'll put my money somewhere else.
Yeah.
It has to start at home first,
Yeah.
because I know for a fact your children don't do 9 times out of 10 what you say, they do what they see you do.
Right.
So if you're acting out, guess what? When they're adults, They're going to think acting out is what's supposed to happen because mom and dad used to do it all the time. But if they see you carry yourself with dignity and respect and know who you are and what you represent, it's like osmosis. They're going to do it as well.
Yeah.
Understand what that young man in the chat was talking about. Yeah, we have a lot of people, a lot of content creators. We have a lot of people in the community saying this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. But then they don't want to do it themselves. Like a certain Dr. Johnson that preaches about black this, black that. But as soon as he feels like he's threatened, he's willing to call a black woman out of her name and talk about her vagina smell, which doesn't make any sense because I was under the impression he was talking about black queen this, black queen that. So it was what, convenient until you felt like you was vexed. See, something I learned a long time ago is you can make your mouth say anything. An older man told me that. He said, you can make your mouth say anything you want. You truly can. But it's not about making your mouth say something. It's about making your actions prove that your words are valid.
You know what? And let me say this, because I know go people in the manosphere or anybody in the chat. Oh, you disagree with brother A1. At the end of the day, brother A1 is my brother. Let me say that loud and clear. He have another perspective, and I respect, and I have another perspective. But at the same time, we gonna work as brothers together. And I respect what he's saying. Let me put that out there because it's going to be people going to put a spin on, oh, you against brother A1 or A1 against, the underrated dogs. Nah, y'all not going to spin that. And you're not going to spin what my brother Marshall told me. Y'all not going to spin that. Even sisters in this space or outside, you're not going to spin that. I ain't the one. So I get what he's saying. You're not going to spin that.
There's a thing that we have. There's a thing that we have to understand as mature adults. We're not going to agree on everything, and that's fine. Having your own opinion and disagreeing, that is human nature. But the one thing about disagreeing is you could disagree respectfully. It doesn't have to go to name calling. It doesn't even have to go to violence. Me and Underrated was talking about this before we got on. Our first encounter together, we was having a serious disagreement. We had a philosophy disagreement.
Yes.
Never once did it get to name calling. Never once did it get to drop the addy. I'll pull up. I'll do this, that, and other. I'll hurt you. And it's not about that because at the end of the day, we're going to disagree. That's human nature to disagree. Human nature is to disagree. But when you don't know how to disagree without pulling violence into it, that's more of a you problem than anything else. And guess what? It's okay for you to disagree with me with that, but that's how my viewpoint is. Kids argue and disagree, and then they want to go to violence. Adults ain't supposed to be doing that. Adults are supposed to be
right. And even there's not supposed to be no name calling. It's not supposed to be like, oh, that person is this and that. No. This is what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, right? Long as we striving to do what's right, that's the bottom line for me. Respect. Like you want me to respect your existence? I came up with that. Respect mine. Respect. This is what I feel. Respect my zeal. Like you want me to respect your zeal? Respect mine. That's all I'm asking. Respect it. I'm out here in the trenches, right? Maybe there's some of y'all don't think, oh, you're not really in the trenches. No, that's not your call. I'm in the trenches. I'm in this. So maybe I do certain things and I'm gonna hurt people or I'm gonna rub the people the wrong way. That's the way it is. But don't I don't knock your zeal, don't knock mine. Don't knock mine. Don't knock mine, because I'm not knocking yours. Don't knock mine. Because right here, I come genuinely. You hear what I'm saying? And how many us as a people could say that? I'm talking about the black man and the black woman. How many of us could say that? I could say that for myself. I don't run from nothing. I'm genuine what I do. Respect my zeal like you will respect yours. That's more than right. Now, people think, oh, you emotional? I'm going to get so emotional. But I'm not account of that. But respect my zeal for doing what I want to do is right. If you can't respect that, you ain't. I'm going to black man, black woman. You ain't cool with me. Sorry. I suffer losses in my life. But I'm going to suffer losses when I stand on what's right. It's what it is. That's what it is. And it's cool with me. As long as I know I do what's right. Right? Okay. Oh, let me read this. What Michelle Knight saying? No, let me see. I'll be fair. And Terry is speaking logic. This has to be logical feelings. Yeah. I don't have feelings. I'm speaking the truth. If he's speaking to me, I see what happened. I thought I speak logic, right? You feel I spoke logic? I'm asking.
You spoke logical because that's how you felt. So, can't nobody tell you how to feel. I don't ever tell nobody how to feel because I wouldn't want nobody to tell me how to feel.
Oh, okay. I just to highlight Miss Michonne, Sister Michonne, I said this is a big problem. A lot of foreigners, they continue to disrespect Black Americans and think they could lock down on us, but they are reaping the benefits of our struggle. Yeah.
So that's why I said the best thing to do if that's happening now, to be fair, and I'm always going to be fair, there is a lot of, foreigners that come into the neighborhood, respect the neighborhood, respect the people, know the struggle, give respect, keep prices fair, and those type of uh, um, store owners or barbers or uh, you know anything like that need to be shouted out. But if there's going to be this disrespect, if there's going to be, oh, we're going to try to gouge the community, or we're going to, kind of give you that attitude that we're better than you and you're a lower class, and then vote with your wallet, vote with your feet.
Yeah.
Don't spend that money there because they need the community more than the community needs them. Because guess what? The same way that a person opened up that doggone shop, you can have somebody from the community open up the same shop. And this plays along back with what we were talking about the last two times me and you spoke.
Yeah.
Underrated. It's that community build that doesn't exist like that no more.
Yeah.
Not like it was when I just turned 44, so it's not like I'm in my 60s and 70s, but sometimes it feels like it because things seem to have turned so quickly. There's not the neighborhood candy store, ice cream parlor, little corner store, or in the East, I know they call it a bodega. You didn't have that where it was passed through generation after generation. First, it was the grandfather, then the father, and then now the son runs it, or the third generation family owns it, where everybody knows the community for the most part on a first name basis, and they, give your
Yeah.
dad a tab, or just shoot the shit with your dad by, excuse my language. But I know back in my hometown, there was plenty of places when I was little on a Saturday when my dad used to say, we're gonna go take care of business, and we go to his old neighborhood, and the rib place is still owned by the same family, and they also got a grocery store 3 blocks down. They were willing to pass that to their children. But you want to know what the sad reality is? There's also the story of the grandparents and the parents doing all this hard work for their children, and then the children say they don't want it. That's happened so many times. I'll give you an example. Back home, there was this rib and chicken wing place that used to be popping 80s, 90s, early 2000s called London and Sons. If you're from St. Louis, you know what I'm talking about. If you're from Missouri, you know what I'm talking about. As soon as the father died and passed it to his sons, next thing you know, the prices went sky high. They changing the recipe. You're not getting the same quality that you was getting before. And guess what ended up happening? Y'all don't have to be, have ESP to know what happened. It closed down. A staple that was there for 20, 25, 30 years closed down seemingly overnight because people voted with their wallet. They voted with their feet. They said that, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to allow this. Now, that's just one little example to what the real problem is. See, this is the thing that nobody wants to talk about. A lot of foreign people have culture. What they do is they come to America, they get opportunities, they flourish in that opportunities, and guess what they do? They send that money back home, or they bring other family here to work in that said business and keep it going.
I'm sorry, I ain't cut you. I'm sorry.
No. I want you to say what you have to say. Yeah, it's open dialogue.
And the sad thing about it, and I know nobody don't want to talk about it. Instead of have generation wealth within the community, they build their own generation wealth.
Absolutely.
And then they bring it back to them. And then so what happened was they benefit from America, to their land, and they homeland. And we gotta talk about that. And let me see, foreigners mostly. Let me that I'm fair, just for me, I'm staying on my core, so it'll make a difference. The foreigners mostly are seeking the business opportunity first, and you're right. And also, let me say this though too, right? Because I'm a fair person, but I'm gonna stick to what I believe in. I'm not changing it. But I would say this: the part of it is our fault too, and even the leaders that we said they so-called leaders letting this happen too. We gotta hold some of our leaders accountable too. And I thought about that today too. Yeah, you asked us to vote for our right, but you let somebody come in our community and disrespect us. What's up with that? We need to talk about that too, right?
Now, when you say our leaders, who are you talking about?
The so-called leaders, like people in Congress or people in churches and stuff. They let these people come to their churches, praise God, but they should disrespect us, not community, ain't making money off us. I thought about that today when I was on the bus. And they'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
I'm saying A1. I'm saying they call them leaders. We don't call them leaders. I'm gonna say something else, but I'm gonna be respectful tonight. They ain't really leaders. If you want to bring hate, you want to bring racism and other stuff, you're not leaders. But I'm telling society, they consider them leaders.
Why should we wait on those quote unquote leaders? Why can't we make decisions on our own, what's good for our families and what's good for our community? Why do we have to wait on everybody? Why can't we just step it up? Why don't we teach our young boys to quit trying to be on TikTok or try to be a celebrity or a rapper? Why don't we teach them how to be businessmen?
And women too.
That's why I say it starts at home.
Okay, right. That's what I'm saying. what I'm saying tonight, yeah, I want to stick to the subject, but at the same time, let it be brought out, and let's understand this though too. But I do not want to get away what I see today. I don't want to do that. I don't. So we have to understand, even when we do business, they still hate us. They don't like us. They don't want to be around it. And go boy your point, and one point, why we had to wait with them, why we still gotta work with them. And y'all right. But I just, for me, I people think I'm emotional. Okay, you say I'm emotional. What? I see what I see. What's wrong? I'm gonna speak on it. If y'all said that emotional, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think y'all know, brother underrated. I'm all about solutions too, brother. Ain't what? But as a man, I got wherever I see something wrong, I gotta say something. I don't believe keep my mouth closed. I'm all about solutions too. So this is the bigger question. I'm glad you said that. It was the bigger solution to us as a people. We cannot see these leaders as leaders. We can't. If they're gonna sell our vote out, they're gonna sell our existence out. They're still letting this go on and everything. So yeah, it is a bigger problem. But I've said this, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm sticking to my core. If nobody don't like it, y'all know what to do. What I see today is despicable. What I see today, if y'all say you think it's okay, something wrong with y'all. I don't like it, and I'm gonna speak on it. As me consider myself being a leader, I have to speak on it and act on it. And then you're supposed to respect that. And no matter what differences that you have, you're supposed to respect what I say. All right, I'm gonna find a solution. Let's find out what's going on. We could deal with it. But see, in that moment, we don't even want to do that because sometimes some of us want to be right. He said Matavia already broke down the solution with the dollars. Yeah. But see, this is what I'm saying, brother A1. I've been saying that for years. But this is what I'm saying is I've been saying that for years. Breaking for dollars and stuff, that's well and good. But look what it got from us right then and there. Still a disrespect. Because you still got some that looks like us still want to be in the boardrooms with the ones that don't like us. Let's talk about that. Oh, nah, I'm not saying you, brother, ain't what, but see, a lot of us don't want to talk about that either, right? It don't have to be boardrooms. It can be any meetings. Shout out to you, nephew. Thanks for coming. Because you know why? Because I was trying to do some community in New York a long time ago, and I seen people look like us, and they were saying certain things about us. I'm not gonna be a part of that. That's what it is.
Let me ask you this question on the radio. What is the job of a leader? And it's not a trick question.
I thought for me as a leader, I got to stand for what's right. I got to lead for example of myself. I got to pass my experience to others. And by passing experience by others, I got to put myself out there and say the buck starts for me. No matter what.
I definitely like that answer, but I got a simpler answer for that. The job of a leader is to create more leaders.
Well, how many people will talk about it? I could say that.
Because when you teach somebody how to lead, it doesn't just start in the community. It starts in your own household, how you lead your wife, how you lead your children, how you lead yourself, the things you say, the things you don't say. That's what makes you a leader. You're not just a leader when the cameras are rolling or
We
on
need it
YouTube.
without it.
You're leading no matter what.
Right. But see,
That's
that's
what we need to focus on.
that's the problem, brother.
If I was to like go outside right now and try to take out my trash, and then I slip and fall and I skin my knee, you know what I'm not going to focus on? My knee being skinned. I'm going to focus on getting it healed, getting it wrapped up, getting it clean. Our community has been skinned and hurt for so long, but I feel like, and this is only my opinion, it may not be a popular opinion, but this is my
Right.
opinion. We're focusing on the hurt when we need to be focusing on the healing and preventing that hurt again. There are so many good brothers out there, so many of them. There's so many good fathers out there, so many of them. So many good mothers out there, so many of them. But nobody want to talk about the good mothers, the good fathers, the good sons and daughters. They just want to talk about the pain. We're never going to heal if we're not willing to let that damn scab grow over
But you
and
know,
start focusing.
paint sells.
Yeah, but
That's
so
the
does
thing.
everything else.
Everything else, right?
I forgot what that song was. It's an old song. I know you're older than me. You probably would know, but it talks about the song with the grandma, and I know I'm trying to remember the lyric, but
Is it Sadie?
no, not Sadie. Uh, I can't sing, but I'll just say one line. Slowly she rocked as she fell fast asleep. Mama yarned when she. It's a only thing I remember by it was she said you cannot get to the sunshine without going through the pain first. And then she says you got to be patient, be patient. It's on the tip of my doggone tongue. I think it was by Myra or that was one of my favorite songs I used to hear on the radio. But in that song, it had so many good life lessons. Talked about it's not India.Arie. It's like a 80s or early 90s. Um, talk about how her grandmother told her stories and every night before she went to sleep, and some of those stories were about life lessons, and we don't have that no more. Why? Because what we know as grandmothers back in the day, being in your late 40s, early 50s, maybe even 60s and 70s, but now grandmothers and grandfathers are in their 30s,
Sometimes younger than that.
40s. So they didn't have the lessons to teach to grandchildren, because I know I can only speak for myself. I didn't know about me until I was like 27, 28. You see what I'm saying? I didn't understand myself until I was damn near 30. Now, there are men out there that knew what they wanted to do at an earlier age than that. God bless you if you was one of those men. However, but for me, I was like what you call a late bloom. However, I'm 44, 5 kids, one woman. When I talk to my 17-year-old, I talk to my 17-year-old from a perspective of the 44 who used to be 17, then 34. You see what I'm saying? When you talk to that young man, how me and you first start talking, and everything that he was acting and what he did, the reason why you got so pissed off, because you was trying to tell him in so many words, I been there and I done that. And what
Yep.
you're doing is going to cost you.
Yep.
And he didn't want to hear it Because guess what? You're probably the only real man that came to him like that. Now, I could be wrong. He could have been like 100 men that came to him to try to help him. But it wasn't the message that you was mad at. It was his reaction to the message.
Reaction. That's what it is. And that was the disappointing what it is. But again, brother A&1, I respect what A&1 said. As I said, exactly. Not fair, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sticking with what I believe. I'm not changing. Exactly, potential victim is unacceptable. I agree.
We are at an impasse,
I agree.
and we're at a position now where we have to start asking ourselves, am I going to be a part of the solution or part of the problem?
And I think that the thing is that we have to understand. And I know sometimes it's hard for people to understand that.
I want to be a part of the solution. So you know what I try to be? The best version of me I possibly can be. Do I have faults? Absolutely, everybody. I
I
have
have faults
faults.
too, but I'm
I have
saying,
regrets.
yeah,
I have
I
things that I've done that still haunt me to this day. But I can't worry about what the past was. I can only worry about what the future holds. And I want to be the best version of myself tomorrow than I was today.
you
So it
know what
starts every day.
every day. But you know what, brother? And I want people to understand what I'm saying, right? And I want people to understand this very loud and clear because no, I got you, brother A1. That's why I say what I have to say, brother A1, because you know how people is. They like to switch shit around and stuff. I respect you. I love you as a brother. You hear what I'm saying? Because we deal with stupid ass people that to switch things around and stuff. Nah, I know, brother A1. You cool with me? I just gotta say that. So in case of somebody say something, uh, 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 go back. And so, but this is what I'm saying is this that for today, first I was gonna do it. I wasn't. But you know what hits home with me, brother? When
What's that?
that time, when that Oriental one slammed the door in his face and lock it like he ain't nothing. It's something to me.
Of course it did.
It really did something to me. And also, I thought about our people too. I said, how do you let this motherfucker, how you let this motherfucker make money off of us as a people? Yeah, I thought about that. That's what Brother A1 Long, what Brother A1 said. Yeah, you know, that he home, he go there point the sign. You can't really see the sign because the sign is so faded. How you can read the shit to you look to you really look closely and slam the door, lock the door like he said, I just want my beard to get cut up, get shaved. No beard cut. So I mean, you know, and so I have to understand that there's certain stance I'm gonna take. People, what's going on, nephew? I have to understand. It's some of our people ain't going to respect that, and that's cool with me. You don't have to. Just understand I have a genuine heart. I'm working my genuine self. I'm in the trenches. Because sometimes we cannot pick and choose what another person's trenches is. Law especially know they right. And I stand firm with this. I stand firm where I do. Will I make mistakes along the way? Yeah. But I come from a genuine heart. I come from a warrior spirit.
I wanna speak to I think it's AM1 who's been lighting the comments up. I come from a Black Panther I come from a Black Panther family. My grandfather, my mother's father, Walter Davis, cousins with Angela Davis. He was part. Yeah, he was part of the Black Panther Party. I never got a chance to meet him before he passed away. He passed away in '07. But I'm my mother's only son. And the one thing that she used to tell me all the time ever since I was a little kid is she's like, you sound just like my daddy when you talk. And I didn't have no reference because I never met Walter Davis. But the one thing that I did learn from how he thought, he always thought 10 steps ahead, not 10 steps behind. So A and one, yes. The reason why I'm speaking logically is because you can either be pissed off at a situation or change the situation that's pissing you off. And I'm all about changing the situation that's pissing me off.
Yeah.
If I'm in a relationship and it's not going good, I'm not staying in the relationship. I'm going to move on to happiness. If I go into a convenience store and somebody doesn't want to sell me something, that's fine, cool. I can keep my money and I can give it to somebody who wants to sell me that product, who wants to give me that service. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell my friends, my family, I'm gonna tell people when I went into such and such establishment and they treated me this way, do not go there and spend your money. I'm not going to sit up here and bitch and moan. I'm going to be proactive to try to make sure that everybody understands that they don't deserve your money if they treat me like that. That means they're going to treat you like that. Look,
you know,
it's easy. There's a black person that can tell you any story of any type of racism, any type of discrimination, any shit. We can sit up here all night and talk about how many times we got pulled over by police because we fit the damn description. But that's not going to stop me from driving. That's not going to stop me from doing what I need to do. Because, see, the thing is, once individuals get you to fear them, they won. And that's what the Black Panther Party was trying to tell other black people. Why are you scared when you outnumber? And we're not talking about riots or we're not talking about mayhem. You know what we're talking about? The black dollar. That black dollar will impact that business to its core. To its core. You take the black dollar out of that store, it's going to fold immediately.
And you know what? And go more your point, right? Maybe you didn't hear my story. I want you to go check out your me and one. It's an excellent bill. Please check that out. Very much important. You see, my first political beliefs was with the Black Panther Party when I was 5. Okay, I actually see them feed the community. I actually see them get immunization shots. I actually see them control our community. I actually see them when it needs to they turn up, they turn up. When it needs to be keep the motion down and operate, they operate. And I remember I used to go sneak out my mother father's house and go up the block because I want to be around them. You know what I'm saying? It intrigues me that somebody look like them. And even I'm gonna drop one thing when you're in Brooklyn, New York. Like you know, I was one of the few ones that took the bus and I was special education. They was right there to make sure I get off the bus straight when my mother and father was not around. I stayed there till my mother and father get home. I know you believe Joe was with me. Oh, thank you so much. You know. And so I'm witnessing with everything you say. I witnessed it. I had Black at the party in my family, but I witnessed it every day. So I guess I feel today that warrior spirit came out. I said, nah, that ain't cool with me. But at the same time, my emotion was checked. But the warrior spirit into me was burning. And I'm glad that I brought it today so we could talk about different things. Because I said let's stick to the subject and everything. And then you know, and maybe the subject need to be brought down. Maybe I didn't want to brought out first, but I look at it, maybe it needs to be brought out so our emotion could be in check, but at the same time, the warrior spirit could be intact too. And I think that we have to understand the warrior spirit. You cannot let the emotion get in the way of the emotional. You cannot let emotional feelings get in the way of the warrior spirit. And we have to understand that. And I learned that for besides my parents, my late parents, but I learned that for the Black Panther part. And I understand they said never be afraid to speak what you know is right. Even you're outnumbered, you gotta stand what you believe in. And I remember they told me that when I was 5, and that's back in 1971, 72, 73, 74, 35, 76. And so when I'm telling you this, I'm thinking back as a kid. Whatever it is, but never stop to speak of what's right. That you know is right. Make sure you
But I
have
can
that
add to
wall.
that, Greg. I can add to that. It's not about just speaking for what is right. You also have to stand up for what is right, but you also have to be doing what is right.
Yeah. And
Because
I feel I'm
people are
doing
not
what's
going to
right.
listen to you. People are not going to listen to any one of us if we're just speaking about what should be done. But then when you look into our lives, we're not doing anything close to that. Nobody listens to hypocrites. That's why I don't listen to Umar Johnson. He's a damn hypocrite. This is why I don't listen to a lot of people that want to be famous by, putting the fist in the air and saying this, that, and the third. Because you want to know something, and as a New Yorker, you know this because it's what New York is all about. Bad
Mm-hmm.
boys really move in silence. It's the man you don't hear pounding his chest that is moving in the streets, that is helping his community. It's the man that you don't hear that's taking care of a fatherless mother with children, paying her rent without asking for sexual favors or giving her groceries when she needs it. Those are the men I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to these damn celebrities or quasi celebrities that think that they are doing something. But then when you pull the curtain back and you look at their life, they got 3 baby mamas and kids they not taking care of. They're not working hard. They look good, they smell good, they sound good, but they ain't shit.
Yeah. And also let me say this, that also women, y'all gotta make better choices too. You cannot say that you have 5, 6 kids and two or three different baby daddies, and all of a sudden, but see at the same time you want a black man, and then all of a sudden when you find somebody that's trying, but see you rather listen to that man that pay that get the money out. You rather listen to that man that hates you. So it goes for y'all too. I learned that from the Black Panther Party. You got to hold both accountable. And so this is what I'm saying is this, that we need to get ourselves together. And also too, brother, I forgot to bring this out though too, right? When I was going through it, it was actually black. Some of the people walk back. I said, well, y'all see what happened? Y'all ain't say nothing. But I had to catch myself what you were saying, that what you just said. Right? Then I put myself out there, right?
Right.
But other people want, so why you ain't saying nothing? Oh, it had nothing to do. Wait a minute, it had nothing to do with you. But I said, but I guarantee if somebody would be in that wheelchair that you want somebody to do something, right? I said, y'all so pathetic. So I forgot to throw that in and everything. I got on the bus. I'm like, yep. I said, our people are worse enemies. We are. We can say all we want to. Some of us, we are our worst enemy. I put myself out there and
But if
gladly.
but if I put myself out there, I'm not looking for anybody else to come with me. I'm willing to
No,
go
I'm not.
down
I'm
that.
not. But I'm just saying that. No, understand what I'm saying. I'll put myself out there when they was walking. Oh, look at what's going on. Why are you saying something? You ain't saying nothing about it. Why is you talking about that? You ain't doing nothing about it. I wanted to say something, do something about it, and everything. So you cannot, like us again, you cannot pick and choose. And that's so as other people, we want to pick and choose. Oh, I ain't doing that. Well, you ain't doing that, so don't say nothing then. Just don't. Don't say a goddamn thing if you're not willing to do anything about it. And so, in my own way tonight, I want to bring this issue up. I mean, this matter up. Let's talk about it. And also, let's find solutions, like Brother A.N. once said. Let it be a broader solution. You know, maybe we need to take a look at us. Why are we still letting this happen? Because the one before us, they fought hard. And it's like we disrespect what they did in the past. We don't want to apply what's going on today. And I'm talking about the black man, I'm talking about us as a people, not just a black man, not just a black woman. I'm talking about us as a people. And so they get, like I always say, they getting capital, but we leasing capital of our own community. Now, if that don't wake you up and everything, I don't know what to say. And, you know, for me, you know, this goes to show when people say, oh, this don't happen. You know, this don't happen. Oh, it does. Yes, it does. It does happen. Y'all so immune so much. You know, y'all the same one eating out of the devil's table. Y'all love that. Y'all love that devil food. Y'all love that money. And that's all I'm gonna say to that. You know, let me see. I already said what I have to say. Yes, interactive look, perspective. Yeah, you know, that's the end of the day. Well, I'm gonna get off here. Make your last remarks, brother, and then we'll make my last remarks. We're gonna close it out. I think we already said enough.
Well, number one, I want to thank everybody that wrote in the comments.
Thank you.
AM1, appreciate all your comments. You made a lot of logical response to, well, the topic was, um, if we're going to claim that we're of African descent, then that means that we have to assume responsibility of what that means. We can't just say we're African descent, but we don't want to stand up for what the culture means, protecting our wives, protecting our children, whether it's a male or a female, son or a daughter, protecting our home, providing for our home, willing to die for our family. We can't just throw these words out and it sounds good, but in our own personal life, we're not practicing anything of the sort. We're not teaching our sons and daughters. We're not providing an example for our wives. We're not taking pride in leading by example. Discrimination and racism ain't going nowhere, especially in the ages that we're living in. And if you're a Bible thumper, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So if we know that, we don't need to play into the politics of it. We don't. If somebody disrespects you, makes you feel unwelcome, doesn't want to take your hard-earned money that your blood, sweat, and tears earned, don't give it to them. They don't want to provide you a service because you look a certain way, you sound a certain way, or you dress a certain way. Don't give it to them. But I tell you one thing, if you're going to support a black man with a store, a restaurant, don't look to destroy that store. Don't look to do anything that's going to pull business away from that store if you want more of those stores in your neighborhood. You know, so teach your children how to respect themselves and the respect will be given to them. This is what I've been told by my parents. It's what I've been told. Again, talking about my grandfathers, both my grandfathers, I never got a chance to be around because they died at such an early age. But I had uncles on both sides of the family. Some were good examples, some were bad examples, but even those bad examples was good examples because they taught me what not to do, what not situation to put myself in. Black people are always going to be disrespected. It's always going to happen. This country was founded on disrespect. Why should we be shocked that the disrespect still continues? But you don't have to play into it. You don't have to be a victim. You can shine in a dark world, not by how you react, but how you don't react and where you put your money at. Bless everybody. I thank you again, Underrated, for inviting me. It was a good discussion. One last thing I am going to say is to watch somebody else get disrespected, it does infuriate you. It does. To but you don't need to worry about why somebody else didn't react. Just do your best to not disrespect that man or help him find another place so he can get his hair cut. Take that money away and put it into someone who actually cares about serving the people. It's going to be infuriating. I I watched a man slam a door in a woman's face, and I was so infuriated. But you know what I did? I went over there and tried to de-escalate the situation. It's gonna make you mad, Grinder. You're gonna see plenty of things in this
Oh
world
yeah,
that's gonna make
definitely.
plenty of things. But I thank you for inviting me. Please invite me back again. Thank you for all the commenters. I truly appreciate everybody.
Stay right there, brother. I want you to stay right there. Excellent comments from everybody. I'm coming from a warrior spirit now. And I want people to understand what I'm saying. I don't want people to just twist my words around. Stories of my late father told me. He was a great chef. Before World War II. He was a cook plus as a soldier. He lost two of his middle fingers for a fight plus cooking. Came home and it's not playing on victimhood. Let me say, I want people to understand it. He ain't coming on GI Bill, nothing. Still same classes, even women. I'm come from that spirit. And I am not going to apologize of that spirit. I'm not. I'm not. Wherever is wrong, we should speak up. Because it gets to right now that wherever we see something wrong, we don't supposed to say nothing about it. We're supposed to negotiate. Ain't no negotiating when you right or wrong. There's no negotiable. To me, that's like going down the middle. So that I have to look at a certain man or women. I have to look at you in a certain different way. I'm not going to change. When I want to work for, yeah. I want to be better, yes. But my warrior spirit is real. And I'm not going to negotiate for that. So what some of y'all want me to be? When we see certain things, don't say nothing about it. Then you're gonna say, "Oh, why you didn't do nothing? Why you ain't say nothing about it, Grinder? You right there." So, I mean, the warrior spirit, you can't win. I understand how the rest of the world feels about us, but our people, y'all, some of y'all is a bunch of hypocrites. I'm gonna keep that warrior spirit. I'm gonna act unto what's right. And sometimes emotions is going to be there, and sometimes going to be act a certain way. But again, my genuine warrior spirit should respect for that. If I don't say nothing about it, I ain't no real person. Mela too, what's good? Thanks for coming. We keep on coming back more. That's what I had, the warrior spirit. Even people, and you know, but me and A1, he talked and everything. There's people don't even respect what brother A1, you know, was talking about throughout the years. Bridget, what's good? I'm ready to get off, y'all. But y'all can stay. They don't even respect what he thought. Oh, he this and that. But you know, here's a brother that want to find solutions. What's wrong to find solutions? Sometimes some of us want to have different ways to find solutions. Let's embrace and find solutions to do what's right, right? That's what I thought, right? But we don't want to do that. And I salute brother A1. And even I support what the sisters is doing too. Because we got some sisters that are into the fight too. That wants the black family to be stable. But in this space and outside space, they don't get the support they should. Let's talk about that too. I'm just saying like this though, for me, I ain't stopping. And I want people to see my motherfucking face. I'm a #1 grinder. I grind for mine. Yeah, am I gonna get it right all the time? No, I don't. But my gem within myself should count. I'm in just like that. I'm in the trenches. And I want to talk to the ones that are immigrants too. How dare you keep on disrespecting us as African descent, not in this country, but around the world, that you benefit from us. You making money from us. You're growing your own generation of hate, of despair. How dare you? And the ones that looks like us, let it happen, that turn against y'all, good for y'all. I said it, good for y'all. Because when you go against, I learned this. See, I'm my late mother. See, God, I'm into this. I'm listening to people talk to me, older people. My mother always say, when you go against a genuine person, no matter if you man or woman, nothing good happened to you. Nothing good don't happen to you. My late aunt had a saying, I'd rather be with a person don't have nothing because I know they stand for what's right than a person that have a lot do not stand for what's right. But I see it go over people. I'm not talking about y'all in the chat, but it go over people's head. They'll keep on. Karma's real. And when that tick-tock, tick, 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 oh, I need your help. No, you on your own. See, you on the devil's side. You stay in that corner. You're not all about us as African descent, part of God's family. You don't want to accept that? No, you in that corner. You don't believe in of our humanity in the human race? No, you in that corner. Stay over there and be over there and rotten seeds whatever. I said it and I stand on it. There's a cry through rotten seeds in our community, letting it happen for years and reaping money. And you know that soil is rotten. And I'm talking about some black man and some black woman. How dare y'all? But your time is coming. Y'all stay, y'all stay over there. Y'all stay over there. And the ones that in the chat, thank y'all so much. Y'all be representing too. The sister Mela too. You need to come on. You know, always have respect for you and Bridget. Sister Bridget M. I always have respect for y'all. You need to come more. We got some good. Melon, we know each other for a minute now. You come over here. We got some good. Come over here. We got good things. Come over here. Maybe it's not a big channel. Maybe it's not noticed that it should. I'm shadow banned, so I'm saying that. You know, I say it. You know, we got some good stuff throughout these. You know what I'm saying? Come over here. You know, you could, but trust me. You know, so you ask Sister Wise and say, y'all protected over here. Anything you want to say?
Grinda,
Go ahead.
I forgot. My research team told me that song I was talking about was called Better Days. Yeah, so it's a beautiful
Better
song.
days.
Yeah. If y'all look it up, listen to it, listen to what the words are really said. You know, we're gonna have to go through some tough times to get to the paradise. That's in every walks of life. It's when you was a kid, you had to crawl before you could walk. You had to be put on a bedtime before you was able to stay up all night. But the point of this whole conversation is you have to recognize where a lot of this is coming from, and you have to make the decision for yourself if you're gonna tolerate it or not tolerate. You know, everybody has to make that decision. And you know, you bring some real strong points, and it's okay to have emotion. We live by emotion. It's okay. You know, anger is a part of emotion. You know, happiness is a part of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Being annoyed is a part of an emotion. So it's okay to have emotions, but the difference is we as grown men, we know how to contain our emotions. So, you know, everything that you said was spot on. I look forward to our next time that we on here. And everybody in the chat, man, God bless and have a great night.
Stay right there, brother. Do not go nowhere, because I got a few more things I got to say. Is this that when people do not act emotion, those are the ones you got to watch out for. Those are the ones you got to watch out for, your family. And that sometimes that hurts our community too throughout the decades. You know, when I talk about the rotten seeds, they don't say nothing, but they take in rotten fruit. They take in rotten things that they know go against humanity. That's who you don't want to be around. That's how you want to teach your kids about rotten fruit. And you want to know why a lot of rotten fruit's around? Take a look at yourselves. But the black man and the black woman. On that. Seriously, think on that. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the #1 grinder. I haven't done that in a while. Angie, like, you know, sister Wild Sports Tim, she told me, you need to do that more. I said, all right. You know, the #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. The best of the business. Believe that. I'll be putting it down for a long time. Thank y'all to be part of this conversation. And there are some things that we're not going to see eye to eye. That is true. But understand their genuine heart. Understand their warrior genuine spirit. And take it from there, they do care. And they willing to fight. And there's going to be a little emotion in there. As long as you have it intact. And I want people to just look at that picture right there. That's 1965. You walk in Selma, Alabama. The black man and the black woman. The ones even before then. And people say, oh, you made progress. We made some progress, but how much progress you think about it? I'm gonna drop a jewel on y'all. I said this a long time ago on my channel, but I'm saying it was a once upon a time. My mom, she's working for the evil Jew. I call them evil stars. And they got to know with so my father. I was with my younger brother at the time. He was born. I think we were going in. Maybe I was 14. We going like maybe 6, 7 months, maybe like that. My late youngest brother. And you know they got the nerve to tell my father I need to go. Hey, you want you go on the side? No, listen, I dropped my wife off at the front door. I want to pick my wife up on the front door. This back in 1980, yo. That's not too long ago. I witnessed a lot of things. Even before then. But to see that, the constant disrespect of us as African Americans. I say, yeah, mom, he would. Well, I want to see my mother go through the front door. My mother, my father, my father, as a father, make sure I understand. Go make sure your younger brother's fine. Emotion, make sure intact, like what the brother say. And my mom's came through the front door. Right? My father don't let it happen again. So, a few years later, I said, "You want to go pick up your mom's?" It's her last day. Now we talking about a few years later, she's doing hair now. She got a license to be a beautician and stuff. So it was her last day. So yeah, I don't pick up. I want to be there. See, I was there. This is the summertime. Drop off in the front door. So I expect you to go in the front door. Oh yeah, she in the front door. Yeah. Can you pick up? Father walked to the door. Came out the front door. They ain't like it. Trust me, they ain't like it. Stand what you believe in. Stand what's right. Now I smile like this, like look at him like, yeah, evil star. Mm-hmm. Talking about God, but you don't act like God. Mm. And I smiled. And I looked up and said, yeah. Hi, mommy, you come through the front door. My father was laughing. My late father laughing. They said, who is that? I said, oh, yeah, I'm big. I'm young, older now, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're all about. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all work through your finances, you get over, slaves and all that. Yeah. Y'all do a very good job in New York. You're real good. Y'all get a lot of money from US and stuff. My father was laughing because I was a kid, mother, the kid, yeah, make a lot of money off us. Yeah, real good at it. They ain't like what I say, but I stand what I believe in. But at the same time, like the brother saying, make sure my emotion in check. But to let them know, yeah, I know what you're doing. Try to sound smart, fam. Trying to sound my mom. No, I ain't like that. Mom said, I'm going to the front door too. You ain't gonna see me on the side door. And I give you one case. Oh my God, what's the runner name? He won the 1932 gold. What his name? Jesse Owens. Check this out, y'all. After he won gold, over 20 years later of his accomplishments, right? We talk about it in the 1950s, 70 years ago. It's not that far, right? They in a nice hotel. I think it was somewhere, I don't know, New York, LA, I don't know. He still got to go through the side door. Here, this person had destroyed the Nazis in that back in 1932 Olympics. Track and field, destroyed them. 20 years later, he still got to go through the side door. Thea Gibson, right? Another one, a woman. Ladies treated like garbage. Not just men, but the women too. One Wilmington still don't want to pay her. Oh, she's the first black woman won Wilmington, not Venus. She was the first one. Did almost 40 years before that. Still don't get the credit that she deserves. Women that not her color disrespect. Wilma Rudolph, the late great Althea Gibson. I'm sorry, the late great Wilma Rudolph overcome sickness, track and field. I think she won gold 56 in 1960, if not mistaken. Still don't want to pay her. Women turn against her, and men turn against her. Women too. I can go on and on and on. And still, us of African descent do not get the credit it deserve. Oh, it doesn't happen, Grinda. Yes, it does. And we in 2025. I'm gonna leave it at that. You have a good night. I mean, good morning. I'm sorry, good morning. Good morning. Brother, I'm gonna reach out to you in a few minutes. But these people had to have some emotion, but also you had to correct that. You had to make sure being cute. And us as a people, we don't want to announce them. Have a good night. I'm leaving it at that. Have a good night. This one is
All right,
Ghost.
man. Peace.
All right. Peace.